What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Rhea and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy one day closer to Joey Grassaday's 30th birthday.
So close.
And him going. By this time, will he have completed his list?
Oh.
Because the half marathon will be run on Tuesday.
Yeah. So it said on Instagram, but like, then that just means he's running a half marathon on his own.
He might be. Well, we're going to be talking past tense that people will have already known.
Yeah.
So I guess we're talking about. But wasn't that the last thing on his list? Oh, no, Disneyland. No, Disneyland. So not over yet.
Disneyland. That's a perfect last one to do, though.
Yeah, it's like a celebratory go to Disneyland.
Yeah, that could be like on the actual day.
Yeah, that's true.
To Disneyland.
Or the day before or whatever.
Because it's like he'll finish a marathon. Where are you going now, Joey? Going to Disneyland.
I'm going to Disneyland.
So true.
Yeah.
Well, we are in the process of working on Noah's 30 before 30 list.
Should you consult Joey on that too?
Yeah, we should have Joey send in some bucket list items that maybe he wanted to put on his and he didn't.
Leftovers.
Yeah, some leftovers. Yeah, we're working on it, and Noah's birthday is in October, so.
Do you remember the day?
16th?
No, that's John Mayer's birthday.
Sorry.
26th.
5th.
No, wow, you guys.
Wait, 24th?
No, not even in that range.
October 7th.
No.
Wait.
You were really close.
October 15th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I got all thrown off.
That's the day before John Mayer.
Okay.
You said 16, and then I said 25, but it was the 1 and 5.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. You know what? I feel better that I was literally one day off, and
15th.
We're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen. But you have until October 15th, and
it's really not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time. It really isn't.
Yeah, but 30 isn't like. I mean, I guess we'll see what the list is.
We will.
Look, we're not going to be giving you like a Joey level list of.
Some of them are already a little bit.
No, but there's like.
Don't go easy on me though.
No, we're not.
No, but
trust me.
Also, like
Joey went to
Joey went to some of the biggest sporting events in the world, and that just aren't happening in the.
We're not putting that on yours.
No. Super Bowl, Rose Bowl, those things you can't be at.
No. And I'm
just
fine.
It's more curated for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. As it should be.
As it should be. So, we're going to have that on Monday. The list reveal will be Monday.
Wow.
A little tease.
Oh, shit.
And Noah's 30 before 30.
Oh, wait. We don't have an episode on Monday.
Oh, it's Memorial Day.
The list will be on Wednesday.
Big reveal.
The big reveal will be on Wednesday.
1 week from today.
Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a good tease. 1 week from today, the big Noah 34 30. Listen, Noah, this is going to be big, all right? You're going to have a lot of eyeballs on you, and this is a lot of pressure.
I'm sure it'll be way bigger than Joey's.
Some of them we will help you with. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know what you mean.
We'll help you, like if we'll help you accomplish your goals.
Okay.
Or our goals. Because you didn't make them up.
They're everyone together, really. Yeah.
They're everyone's goals,
Yep.
How's everyone feeling today besides that?
Good.
Lovely little Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm it's just that gearing up for that time of the month, and I get migraines. Like it's the worst. It's always right before I get my period. I get bad migraines. And it's nice now. I woke up this morning. I went to bed at a splitting migraine. It was so bad. Even when I woke up this morning, I still kind of felt it, which is the worst when you go to sleep and you're like, I'm just going to sleep this off. And then you wake up and it's still kind of there. But I got up to feed Olive and then I was like, the both of us were getting back into bed.
Snuggle time.
Yeah, major snuggle time. But my it's something that I'll come around to because everyone does, and eventually you just get used to it. But I'm in all black for a reason today because I was just looking at my bed. I was like, my bedding is all cream, and my God, just
the fur,
the hair,
yeah,
the hair, all the black hair, and
she doesn't really look like she
doesn't
shed
look
that much.
like she would shed a lot, but she sneaky does.
Yeah.
And I gave her a bath the other night, which always kind of loosens it all up. And she loves to roll around and wiggle.
Yeah, getting comfy.
She likes that little circle.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She really likes a fuzzy blanket. She loves comfort.
Who doesn't?
So if she'll find the fuzzy blanket, if it's on the couch, on the floor, she like this little fuzzy rug. She likes that.
Loves getting cuddly.
Exactly. She loves to be cozy. She's in here. She's chewing on a toy. And even though, you're listening on Wednesday, it's National Rescue Dog Day today. So
big day for Olive.
It's
Olive's day.
It is her day. And you know what? I saw Miss Peaches get The bone to the city down there in Miami.
God. Amazing.
And you know what? I think olive should be next up.
Yes, of course.
The bone to the city.
Yeah, National Olive Day. The olive to the city.
Yes, exactly. So, no, it's a great day.
Do you know the cure for a migraine, or what helps a lot?
No.
A McDonald's fry.
Oh, I've seen people say this online.
And a Coke.
Yeah, I mean, and what? It's just a shit ton of sugar. No,
salt.
Oh,
and
sugar
and caffeine.
Yeah,
it's really the salt from the fries and then the caffeine.
Caffeine from the Coke.
From the Coke.
One fry.
Let me tell. No,
it's got to be the sugar.
Let me tell
too.
you, it really helps.
Yeah,
I've done it a couple times.
Yeah.
It helps a ton. People say it's the cure. They're onto something. It really does help.
That's good to know because I'm always looking for something.
Try it next time.
I know.
It might fix you right up.
I'm always looking for something.
You never know.
There is just it is crazy when you see the amount of sugar in the. I had a classic glass bottle Coke recently, and I drank the whole thing and it was delicious. And then I was like looking at the back and I was like, oh my God.
Well, when you're gonna treat yourself to something like that, it's
you
don't look at the back.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean?
You don't. I wasn't really planning on it.
And when you're
it
trying
just was turned and facing me.
Right, but when you're trying to fix a migraine, you don't look at the nutritional facts.
Oh well, I wasn't trying to fix a migraine.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. You're mentioning the sugar.
No, but that was
The nutritional facts go out the window. We gotta fix this migraine. I don't give a shit.
No, that for sure. That for sure.
You know,
I had a chocolate chip cookie today that was out of this world.
Wow.
Really good from a sandwich place. It was a brown butter chocolate chip cookie.
Ooh, brown butter is the way to go.
A little salt on top. Oh my God, it was delicious.
While we're on, this isn't food related, but it's like good smelling and chocolate chip cookies smell amazing. I have a new lotion, shower oil, whole thing I'm obsessed with. And by the way, I'm probably very late to the game because this is a very popular brand. This is not an ad. I genuinely just started using this recently and I love it. And it's now like in my scent layering combination. But the Sol de Janeiro purple line.
Yeah.
The body butter, I think it's 59.
Yeah.
The body butter and the shower oil. Oh my Lord. Smells in my opinion. Some people hate the smell, some people love it. I think it smells incredible.
Yeah.
And I've now incorporated
what's like what's the
I think
the
it's
scent
like
description?
maybe sandalwood and vanilla or some sort. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that I love it.
Yeah.
I smelled it for the first time. I was at my parents' house on Long Island, and my sister had the purple body butter.
Yeah.
And I was getting out of the shower, and I needed some lotion. And I said, you know what, I'm going to use this. And I said, oh my God, this smells incredible.
So good, yeah.
Immediately I bought some. I bought the shower oil. I bought the body perfume to layer onto my other perfumes. And whoo, I'm loving it. So girls, if you're looking for a new lotion or shower oil or something, give the Sol de Janeiro purple line a try.
I feel like I just always end up
delicious.
using the classic.
No.
Yeah,
I've used the classic before. I think this one smells better. In my opinion, everyone has their own that they like.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
also have the pink one and whatever. This one, I still smell it on me, and I just can't get enough. I love it. I'm layering it up.
Give me a whiff.
I don't know.
I can smell it.
I don't know. I think if you come to my chest, which you would have to come closer to my chest to smell.
Sniff into your boots.
Yes. Use this for clickbait, Noah.
Oh, I can smell that. That smells good.
Thank
you.
Really good. That's a good reaction.
Yeah. Oh, that smells lovely.
It's a good reaction.
It's like fresh too, though. Like it's not like overly.
No, it's like
sweet.
When you get out of the shower and you smell like fresh and clean. Like that. I kind of love that.
Yeah.
So I've been using the shower oil, the body butter, and then I have another perfume I've been wearing from Dead Cool, a different scent than what I usually do. I'm trying out their new scents, and then I sprayed the perfume mist on top of that to layer with my Dead Cool. And I'm like, I'm loving this combo. So
lovely.
Just a little out there if people are looking for a new scent to try.
Love that. Love a good anything to enhance the shower experience.
Oh, I love because smelling good starts in the shower.
Yeah.
You know, you got to get the good smelling oils on there, the body washes, all of that. Then you get out, you layer your creams.
Yeah.
Then you get the perfume. And you don't want it to be too overbearing, but just enough. That
to have it like
when you walk into a room or whatever it is, people are like, "Ooh, something smells good."
Yeah.
And you can in your head be like, it might be me.
Yep.
Because you know you've been putting in that work to smell good. So Little.
What are you giggling about?
No, that was just funny to me. Putting in that work.
Put
You
in
are
the
putting-
work to
you
see
put in the
where-
work.
It is. It's a lot of layers.
There is a lot of layers
a
involved.
lot of layers. It's not
And
just
it's-
like a little spritz.
No, you got to layer it up
Yeah.
to really work. But you know what? Give it a shot. That's a little recommendation right out there.
Love that.
If you're looking for a new scent. But side note, this is random as well. I think I might go get my second hole pierced.
Oh, really?
I've been thinking about it for a while.
I was thinking. To be honest, I was also thinking about that recently. But I just had not a bad experience, but just my second hole on my left ear just was never always bothered me. Always. Do you have did you had it? No.
I have piercings higher up on my ear, but not my actual. I can't remember. Like, I have a second hole around here that's closed. So I'm like, I think I only got one.
We went and did it.
I think I think we only got one.
Yeah, we did. Because I remember that's my second hole on this side.
Okay, that makes
And
so
I
much more sense.
never wear an earring over there. It's still there.
It all depends on the place you go to and everything. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go after work today and get my second, because I've been thinking about it for a long time to just get little tiny studs there. Just because I'm like, I love the way it looks.
Yeah.
But I just have never even thought to go do it. And I was like, well, I have the time.
I think I'm just I think it's not going to work for me because I'm just a side sleeper.
And
As
am I. But maybe it'll force you to sleep
I
up.
know.
That's what I'm
that is
thinking
true.
as
That's
well.
true. Every few months, I do I do check. Like, I put an earring in to be like, is that hole still there? And I wear it for a few hours. Then my whole ear gets really hot and uncomfortable. And I'm like, I'm not going to force this again. And I stop.
You're kind of making me not want to do it.
I know. Well, everybody reacts.
I was really excited. And now
Everybody
the way
reacts
you're talking about it is
differently
making me
to it.
nervous.
Everyone reacts differently to it, but just a realistic feel, because I think the piercings look amazing, and then sometimes after a week, it hurts.
Yeah, that could happen. Well,
Well, it just depends.
it just depends, right? And I guess you don't know until you do it.
And if you're gonna go, I think if you're gonna go, just do it up. Get multiple.
Well, I don't want multiple. What do you mean? You want me to get
I'm
my whole
if you're
ear
gonna do
pierced?
one, well, if you're gonna
I
do
would just
one,
get two cutie little second holes.
on both sides.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Okay,
get both of my ears pierced on both sides to match.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, if you were just going to get it on one side, I'm like, just go up the ear then, so your whole left ear is out of commission.
No, I don't want to do that. I just wanted two little second holes.
Okay.
When people go get their second holes pierced?
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, both sides?
Yep.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
Yep.
So, we'll see.
I was going to say, is the one on your left still there or closed?
I haven't tried. I have them in the middle of my ear on my cartilage.
Yeah.
That I haven't worn in 5 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like are definitely not.
Oh,
still
100%.
open,
I had my.
They were cool,
I had
but-
mine pierced up there too.
And the problem-
I got infected on spring break my freshman year of college. It was not cute.
Yeah, that isn't cute.
Took it out and I was like, this is done.
Yeah, see, the problem is these bothered me up here.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, because these are lower, they may not bother me.
Yeah.
These are less, dicey.
Yeah.
Whereas these
Definitely.
are a little bit harder.
Higher up.
cartilage.
Yeah.
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 Well, we'll see.
You were just gonna go pop in a little shop today?
I was, honestly, after we recorded, I was just gonna go pop into it. I was actually gonna ask if you wanted to come with me, but
Yeah.
I didn't know if you
To be honest, I've been thinking about. I was thinking about doing it too. I just don't
Should
know
we
if I
go?
can. I just don't know if I can.
Should we go after this?
The
We can take
problem is
Olive on
I'm
a
so-
walk for
I
a
know.
National Rescue Day,
I
and we could walk
know.
to the shop.
Yeah, we could. I just need a really.
I found a spot that seems really reputable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a good.
I think I need a really bougie earring though. Is my problem. I
No,
need a good.
Friend.
Yeah.
If you think I didn't find a bougie place,
No,
to
I
go
know,
to,
I know.
You thought wrong.
I know.
I found a place that I was gonna go. It's
Yeah.
seems to be
To, get a
higher
real
end,
nice-
because I'm also
to get a
nervous
real
because
nice
of the
earring.
sensitivity.
Right. Exactly. Are you all done chewing on your toy? She's like, yep, that's it.
All right, Olive, we're gonna take you for a little walk.
Sounds
for
like
your-
maybe she's
for
down.
Your mommy and your auntie to get their ears pierced today.
Oh, what do you think?
What do you think? You like that idea? Oh, she's wagging her tail. She loves it.
What do you think?
Olive, you want to get a piercing? She likes it.
Yeah.
She likes the idea. We have walking outfits on too.
Well, we sneaky. If we go outside, we'll look ridiculous because I also brought a denim over jacket to wear today. I just took it off because it's over there. But I did show up wearing
and we're
we're
yoga
wearing
pants
the exact
and
same
the whole thing.
the exact same thing.
It's just the time of the year with the weather and everything.
It is.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens after this. Maybe we'll go get piercings.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you want
Twist my arm.
You want to get a piercing?
Is that on my 30 before 30 list? No, I'm just kidding. I hope it's not. You're smiling like it is.
Who knows?
Is it?
Who knows?
It's number 2 on your list.
Who knows?
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Would you get a tattoo, Noah?
Get
It would have
a
to be, like-
tattoo.
My parents would be so mad.
You think?
They're
Well,
like
what about
anti-tattoo
like a really
people.
cool one for like your favorite?
No, every time I put a
bands?
temporary tattoo on, I'm kind of like, wow, like I could kind of rock this.
I think you could really
But-
be a tattoo guy.
But I don't have
Not
any,
a tattoo guy.
No, not a tattoo
but
guy, but like I could have one, but I would want it to mean something. Like I don't want to just have a
You're
random.
such a music guy, though. There's so many
but
cool
every
music
time
tattoos.
I think of like a lyric, or I'm like, that is so corny to have a lyric on your arm or something like that.
I mean, I wouldn't maybe go lyric,
but lyric or like what? Like what?
maybe John Mayer's edition.
That is, I mean, that's
I'm
crazy.
I'm joking. Something else. I
Would
don't
you
know.
get your ears pierced?
My
though?
brother has cool like music
Not
oriented.
both of them. Well, actually, no, I'm not getting my ears
Or like
pierced.
something like a favorite
Oh.
song, like something that's
I'll
like
put
a
that on there.
maybe something. Well, let's not ruin it now.
No,
Don't ruin the surprise.
Awkward.
But a little symbolic to like maybe one of your favorite songs. Like I
Yeah.
always talk about how I would get like a little ladybug heart and be like my love bug tattoo.
I love
you know,
that.
like there's
Yeah,
cool
but you guys
little
already have
things.
tattoos. I'm all.
Gravity. It's just a moon.
What about a chicks in the office tattoo?
What if you get a lightning bolt?
Right on your wrist, you can match.
You guys are like, yeah, my 30 before 30 is just gonna be permanently altering my body.
Yeah,
Maybe.
There might be a couple things on there.
Maybe, I don't know.
There's a couple selfish things on there too.
I just think there's some cool.
What, like 30 before 30 clean
I think a
Ria's apartment?
tattoo would
Like,
make you cooler.
Wow, you think so?
Yeah, I think it would.
I mean, you could probably, for most people, I feel like that's true. Like,
Yeah.
like theoretically, a tattoo makes anyone cooler.
Wait, I
feel like Noah is the card he gives off like he'd have 3 or 4
Yeah.
tattoos.
I
you know?
actually saw a really annoying TikTok the other day. Have you seen the theme, the trends? Why can't I think of the word? Where it's like propaganda I'm not falling for.
Yeah, it's all.
And-
It's the only thing on my For You page right now.
Same. And one of them was like propaganda I'm not falling for, tattoos, and I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a lot
Like,
on
what?
there that I'm like,
what do you mean? Like,
I fell for it and I'm still falling for it.
but I'm just like, tattoos?
Yeah,
like
no,
you're
no.
not falling for tattoos? Like that? So many people. Like I don't even know
Yeah,
what the percentages of the world has tattoos, but a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
And there's
It's like,
levels.
okay, cool. If you don't want to get a tattoo, that's fine.
Yeah, no, for sure. People are really making kind of outrageous lists on purpose.
Yeah.
Shock
Like,
value. and all that.
propaganda I'm not falling for.
I see either Taylor Swift or Taylor Swift hate on every other
Yeah,
person's
it's-
list. It's like you're either saying you're not falling for Taylor Swift or you're either saying you're not falling for the hate for Taylor Swift. They really go back. They really
Yeah, it's
contradict
just some
themselves.
things on people. I'm like,
Yeah, fix those glasses and think about it.
yeah. Just tighten myself
Yeah,
up here
yeah.
and think about this.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right, let's get into the rest of the show while we
Let's do it.
ponder if Noah's going to get his ears pierced with us after this.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to be talking about Hailey's Vogue cover. Beautiful article, beautiful pictures, obnoxious post by Justin Bieber on Instagram. Are we surprised at this point?
He had us. I was ready to fully flip. I was ready
Same.
to
We'll
fully
get into
flip.
it. We'll get
Yeah,
into it.
yeah,
But what
yeah.
the helly? Bill Belichick and Jordan potentially engaged.
Engaged?
She's at least told one person, apparently.
Which is such a funny quote.
She's at least told
like the
one
sources,
person.
she's at least told one person that she's engaged.
One. And that one person, I guess, ran to page 6.
Yeah.
Stassie Baby confirms that she did have a BBL.
Yeah.
And
Yep,
Harry
she's got a new podcast.
Yeah, Harry Styles took a picture of a cutie fan couple and then DM'd it to them, which is so sweet. He's always out here doing the most ridiculous but nice things. It's
That he
it's
is.
very nice to see. And we have the popcorner, so let's get into it.
It's officially an Abercrombie summer. You can use the A&F Vacation Shop as your travel outfit mood board. From swim to denim shorts to the perfect vacation dresses, Abercrombie is doing the packing for you. Their new mid-rise A-line denim short is the fit you will be seeing all over TikTok, so you gotta jump on that trend. The A&F Marina one piece is their must-have strapless silhouette for summer. Their bathing suit, oh my God, it's so cute. YPB, aka your personal best, is Abercrombie's active brand, and their summer YPB drop has matching bras, bike shorts, skirts in bold colors, neutrals, so many great outfits. These are my go-to, especially now, dog mom. I'm walking the West Side Highway. I'm in my cute gear. The YPB is the best for that. It's so cute, comfortable, easy to work out, easy to run errands, whatever you want. Abercrombie's kickoff to summer event starts today and runs May 21st to May 26th. You'll get 25% off everything, and you can stack our exclusive code AFCHICKS to get an extra 15% off almost everything at checkout. This does exclude clearance and gift cards. Online price reflects discount. Use code AFCHICKS to get an additional 15% off at checkout from May 21st to May 26th. Offer valid in U.S. and Canada. Excludes clearance and gift cards. See details online. Excludes clearance and gift cards. Online price reflects discount.
Hailey's Vogue cover, Hailey Bieber's Vogue cover came out. Beautiful picture, stunning article. Talked a lot about postpartum, her birth story, the things that she had been through. I thought it was a beautiful article, and I thought it really gave us an inside look as to some of the things that they've been going through, Justin and Hailey. We've all been judging from the outside. Justin even said some really nice things about Hailey in the article.
Yep.
Hailey talked about
crazy birth story.
Yeah, crazy birth story that she hasn't really spoke on until now. And it just goes to show, and I think people have been talking about this, no matter how much money, fame, access that you have, things don't always go as planned when it comes to, birth and postpartum and things like that. And everybody can go through something no matter what. So I thought her sharing her story was really excellent for people to read, and the things that she struggled with after, body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
You see somebody as beautiful as Hailey Bieber and you think, everybody has that same assumption.
Yeah.
Like, oh, their life is so perfect, but she also struggles with the things that we all struggle with.
18-hour labor, no epidural.
Yeah.
Oh,
insane. So
she get induced. The whole thing was crazy, and she was hemorrhaging after birth too, which is really scary.
Very, very scary.
Yeah.
Can lead to many of complications and can be really scary. So she talked about that. Talked about the advice Justin gives her for dealing with online hate, and there's no winning, ignore it, da da da. And I'm reading this in bed, and I'm like, you know what, Rhea, some of the things you said on the podcast last week were a little bit uncalled for.
Right.
You didn't have to go in so hard on Justin and
their marriage,
and their marriage, and
Yeah, no, it's fair. I mean, when you see these quotes, right? Like Justin was cited in the article multiple times. One of them was, "I've done a lot of dumb things in my life," he writes to me by email, "but the smartest thing I ever done was marry Hailey," which is, obviously very sweet. And then Justin also said of his family expanding from 2 to 3, "I'm walking in the days I always dreamed of." Like, there's really so many amazing quotes. And yes, like you said, there's ones of him saying, like, you're never going to win with these people and all these things. And
right.
But just really praising Hailey in such a positive way in the article. And Hailey mentioned, the internet and people criticize my relationship and we should be divorced or not married, like all these things. And it's like,
no, that was me last week.
We read it and we were like, I had the same thought when I read it. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I was like, oops.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh. And then just a mere couple hours later, Justin Bieber posts Hailey's cover on his Instagram.
Yeah.
And writes, "Yo, this reminds me when Hailey and I got into a huge fight. I told Hales that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes, I know, so mean. For some reason, because I felt so disrespected, I thought I gotta get even. I think as we mature, we realize that we're not helping anything by getting even. We're honestly just prolonging what we really want, which is intimacy and connection. So baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't get a Vogue cover because clearly I was sadly mistaken." Why? Why did he have to go and make this about him, diminishing her light in multiple ways? Because we read this article, we go, wow, that's really sweet. You know what? Maybe we have it all wrong. Maybe we're seeing things and we don't really know what's going on. This is a nice article. Then we log on Instagram and we see this man once again who knows that his wife goes through the most absurd hate online and yet tries to, he just adds fuel to the fire. Yes, let's tell the world that I told you you'll never be on the cover of Vogue, just so everyone can now, instead of talking about the beautiful article and the sweet things that were said and the gorgeous images and pictures that were taken of Hailey, you know what? Now we're actually going to focus on Justin's dumbass caption that he posted. Why?
He ruined the whole thing, really.
It's like you ruined the moment for her.
You take
away her shine, and you dim her light.
And it takes away from all the nice things he said in the article. It's just like, why? The whole point of the article is like, you're still trying to show them in a positive light and like talk about your relationship and where they are in their lives. I don't know why Justin felt the need to be like, let me remind everyone of the time the two of us got into a huge fight and I lashed out and told her she'd never be on the cover of Vogue.
Right, like honestly, we didn't need to know that because now reading the things that you wrote over email to the Vogue editor that you actually told Hailey she'd never be on the cover of Vogue. So like, did you write these things over email?
Right.
Or what? Because now I don't know.
Right.
Now I'm a little bit confused about the article,
it's just
which is so annoying because it's like
also what a crazy thing to use as a way to lash out at your partner.
You'll never be on the cover of Vogue,
honey. You'll never make it.
Like, okay, Anna Wintour,
Vogue, think again, honey.
Literally, Justin is the devil wears Prada.
Right.
That's
He's
insane.
Like, you think you're the shit? Well, guess what? You'll never be on the cover of Vogue.
It's crazy. Who the hell do you think you are, wifey?
Yeah.
You'll never be on the cover of Vogue.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And I guess
what
maybe
a crazy,
that's why,
also, like, what a crazy thing to say to your wife, regardless.
Right.
Like,
I'm like, maybe that's why he thought it'd be like a funny tidbit to share.
it's not funny at all.
That's
just
funny.
like straight up really mean. And like, now I'm thinking about all the shit that Hailey's had to deal with from Justin lashing out on her.
Yeah.
Because and honestly, like, Justin probably has gone through a lot of shit that's really sad and fucked up things have probably happened to Justin Bieber. But like, it doesn't give an excuse to tell your wife she'll never be on the cover of Vogue.
Yeah.
And then he says he felt disrespected. I'm like, well, what did Hailey do for him to feel disrespected? Like, what? Like
turned on the light in the room or something.
Right. Tell him, put the bong down. Like, I don't know. It just makes me upset because I was ready to turn a new leaf and be like, you know what? I'm not judging anymore. We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Justin treats his Instagram like a Finsta and he wants to bring it back to the early days of Instagram. No, he actually is straight up disrespectful. End rant.
I was distracted.
I'm sorry. I know what I said.
I second everything you were saying.
Yeah.
Because I was listening. But somebody's deciding to act like she's in her terrible twos.
She wants to go get our ears pierced.
Her terrible twos.
She's upset about Justin and Hailey.
I know. I also have treats in my bag, and she knows it.
We'll give her one.
I know. She that was what she was eating out of her toy this whole time.
She wants more.
She had little treats in there.
But friend, she wants more.
Well, she started chewing on all of a sudden I started to feel the mic move. I was like, what's happening?
This is a big olive cam day, so tune into the YouTube.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening? Well, she started chewing
today
on the bottom of the mic stand.
No, that's okay. She can do whatever she wants. No, you can do whatever you want. Auntie Riri says you could do whatever you want.
Auntie Riri says you can get your ears pierced before you turn 16.
Yeah. All you need is a legal guardian. No, I just think it's ridiculous. Like, you could have just said congrats and moved it along.
Yeah,
posted her cover, said congrats, baby.
I mean, he could have just posted the pictures. So proud of you. She's so stunning.
I always knew she'd be on the cover of Vogue.
Yeah, it's also so crazy because so much of the article really revolved around her becoming a mom and her story and everything that she had to go through. And like,
I mean,
it was not an easy birth,
right?
And battling through that, and it's like there's so much substance to the actual article. That it really is such a bizarre move,
and like kind of diminish it to just like being on the cover of Vogue, whatever. Well,
it like takes it to a much more appearance-based thing,
right? And also, while there's so much substance in talking about postpartum, which a lot of women, we haven't experienced that, but a lot of women talk about being the hardest time in their lives by far, and how much they struggle, and to have somebody who is a supermodel talk about something so open like that can really help a lot of people. And it's like, I actually saw Kate, who works at Barstool, make a TikTok about this the other day, where she was like, I would just love, and she put up a picture of Sophia Richie, where she was like, I would just love if Sophia Richie like got on there and just talked about like I'm having the worst hemorrhoids after being pregnant or whatever, you know, like someone who looks like this talk about things openly, and like, you know, getting in the step of that right direction of celebrities talking about things more openly and postpartum and things. It's like, okay, well, we're now going to have her husband who, you know, I'm trying here. It's just, he's just so
It's that
disrespectful.
meme.
It was
You
so,
can't keep
we
getting
got
away
so
with this.
close. We got so
I thought, what
close.
a nice email for Justin to send.
So close.
I'm reading the captions. I'm like, Justin wrote that email. Did he? Did he write that email?
We were about to like really sing a different tune today.
I was.
I thought the same thing reading it. I was like, wow.
I was eating my
Rhea and I
words.
are really gonna have to sing a different tune today and be like, you know what? We're gonna backtrack. And then he posted that. And it was
He
just
did.
Like, you know what? We were this close, Justin.
We were this close. And
were this close.
And I'll even say this. We didn't post the clip from last week of us talking about the Biebers because I felt bad about it. And I was like, oh, you know, like I was just being, you know, funny or whatever. And I feel sort of bad. So like maybe we just don't post that clip.
Right.
Whatever. Our listeners know we were, you know, being cheeky.
Right, well, you kind of feel like an asshole when you see Hailey literally cite like, oh, people on the internet, they're always like, they're getting divorced, they're doing this. Like, it's so difficult to see that. Like,
yes,
I'm like,
and you feel bad.
okay, now
and
I feel like an asshole.
Here's the thing. I feel bad for Hailey.
Yeah.
But Justin doesn't help the problem.
Right.
He really makes it worse a lot of times.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, we didn't have to know that.
Yeah.
We didn't have to know that.
We did not. We really did not.
And it's still up. It's like Hailey wasn't like, hey, babe, delete that.
No.
Because there's no use now. We all saw it.
Right. Do you think that she is like, thinks it's funny?
No.
No.
Do you
To
think
him, she'll probably
do you think
pretend
she like
it is.
pretends she thinks it's funny?
She must.
Yeah.
I think she probably pretends a lot of things with him.
Right.
He seems like the guy like you can't say anything. You just have to go along with it. You have to be a yes man to him.
That's kind of what it like. If you, it seems like if you
I think
don't,
he's had
he'll
that
lash
problem
out and tell you
before,
you'll
yeah.
never be on the cover of
Yeah.
Vogue.
Right.
So, you know, watch what you say, or else he'll tell you, honey, you're never gonna make it.
Vogue cover, think again.
It's like Hailey's like,
Cosmo at best.
you'll be lucky if you get a People exclusive,
Yeah.
Hailey.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's just
Crazy.
insane.
Crazy.
It really is insane.
I'd love to know like where, because now it's just like like people said, it's like we don't need to know this stuff,
No.
and it's so true because it's like, oh, they had a fight, but then it makes me think like, what was the fight about? Like, was it a petty fight? Was it something serious?
Well, that's what I was
it like
saying
Justin
before.
forgot to like take out the garbage and they got into a massive fight? She was like, "You're never gonna be on the cover."
No, it's just your mind starts wandering, and and there's a little difference because some people are like, oh wow, like they're being transparent, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
but now like there's transparency to a point where it's
Right.
like, well, now we're seeing how he speaks to her, and it's like, well, that's just straight up really not right
Right.
to speak to your wife that way. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh, we fight, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, makes sense. No, we fight, and then he tells me I will never be on the cover of Vogue.
It just
I would
really
love like Marty.
contradicts.
Well, you're never gonna be on the cover of Vogue, Rhea.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you would have fucking thought. No, like, come on.
I just think
That's
it really
crazy.
like the timing of it is so weird to me too, because it just contradicts, and then it makes people think like it probably makes people question the validity of the article, right? Because it's like you put out that
Yes,
article. Yeah, you put the article out, it's so nice, and then you're like, oh, are they just trying to sell me a story? Because then you just like Justin contradicts the article completely. There's a time and place for that like kind of transparency, and I do think people obviously like when that happens with celebrities, and there are things, of course, that, like you said, Hailey opening up about her pregnancy, opening up about her birth story, like all those things are important to her, important for other people to see, because especially it's like, I think a lot of people see celebrities have babies and they're like, oh my God, look at her. She just popped that thing out. She's right back. Like, it's like, there's so many things, and she was trying to shine a light on her reality a little bit more. And it just contradicts it totally.
And I say again, the writer putting in, Justin wrote me over email.
Right.
It's like, who wrote that email for Justin? And I hate that I even have to say that, because I didn't even think that for a second while reading it. I
Right.
thought, oh, that's really nice that Justin wrote those things.
Right.
Oh, that's really nice Kendall wrote those things.
Yeah. 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 It was just an unnecessary caption.
And that he's still leaving up. Like, I just went to it, and one of the top comments was, "You need some help with captions, King."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Now look, did the caption of him at the Maple Leafs game saying "I'm a slut for this team"
that was
make
funny.
me laugh? Yes, it did.
That was a good caption.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It was an unfortunate outcome for the Biebers at that game, but you know.
But then you have some people praising him for his honesty.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
I don't.
No, it's not the same level, but I feel like it's similar in a way where it's like these celebrities like Kanye, whoever, like they'll do whatever, and people are going to defend them.
there's some people that are like, oh, he's so honest telling us the fights they got into. It's like, well, no, now we're all rooting for Hailey to like stand up for herself against you because you're
Right.
telling her she'll never be on the cover of Vogue.
Right.
Maybe Hailey was like, yo, Justice, the album sucked.
Real was right.
That random girl on Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was right.
Yeah, she was right. Oh my
I
God.
don't know. Yeah. Well, you know, rooting for them.
Yeah, right? It's like, okay.
Well, you too, crazy kids.
I know.
Shaking my head. Anyways, two other crazy kids we're rooting for, Bill Belichick and Jordan. Seems to be allegedly.
These two crazy kids.
Allegedly.
Young love.
Young love at its finest. Allegedly engaged.
Allegedly
No, I
engaged.
kind of missed the talk about all this because I was on my honeymoon.
Yeah.
And I kind of missed, honestly, everything that went
All
on.
of it,
Like,
yeah.
I'm still not really sure, like, what happened. Like, Bill was doing an interview and she was, like, in the background being like, no, don't talk about that or something.
He went on CBS this
I kind of chose to ignore it.
Yeah, it's so fair. That is definitely a story when you're on your honeymoon. You're like,
I was like, I can't get into
I don't have the
this right
capacity.
now. No,
for this.
I didn't. I didn't have the bandwidth.
No. He's been promoting a book, his new book.
The story of Bill Belichick?
And yes. And she's really taken over what is now being called Belichick Enterprises. And acting as publicist, but also as many other things. And at a certain point during the interview, she apparently chimed in at multiple points. But the cut that we saw was when he was asked about
How they met.
And which is a story that they've told. So, you know, Bill said it before. They met on a plane, helped her with her homework.
Allegedly.
Right. Okay.
And
now I remember the meeting story.
And she was like, we're not talking about this. But apparently there was a couple other instances where she had chimed in. Apparently there was a time where she stormed off for 30 minutes and wanted Bill to leave with her. I don't know. It's just a lot of conflicting stories about if the reporter was maybe pushing it too much or she just really has taken over. Then there was also a story that right after they started dating, she was buying up all these properties in Massachusetts and renting them out. She's a fucking real estate mogul out now.
Did you see the reports that she was potentially lying about her age and she's actually older than she is?
Oh, no, I didn't see
no?
that.
I think I saw that last week.
Yeah.
Maybe she planted that one herself.
Yeah, maybe, because I feel like there have been a lot of girls that have made TikToks and shit about knowing her in high school.
Yeah,
or,
pageantry and things like that.
And she was just in the Miss Maine pageant.
Bill supporting.
Yep. And now apparently they're engaged. And
she told one person.
She allegedly has told at least one person.
That wedding's going to be so awesome.
It's really, really bizarre. Has allegedly told one person that she is engaged, according to the New York Times. The outlet did not elaborate on Hudson's supposed reveal. That's really all we know. That's quite literally the one quote. And Bill's reps did not immediately respond to Page 6 request. I mean, Bill's rep is her. So I don't really...
So many things running through my head right
Bill's
now.
rep is her. The report comes 1 month after the couple sparked engagement rumors after Hudson was seen wearing a diamond ring on that finger in New York City.
Is she gonna lock him up and steal his money?
I mean, she's got the money already, so.
What are the odds that they have a prenup?
I don't think at all. Then there was also they said that she was banned from UNC, and then UNC was like, no, she's not. It was just a whole thing, whole crazy thing. It's just been quite a roller coaster ride. But you know,
I think a lot of people are going to be watching UNC this year.
I wonder when these two crazy kids will get hitched.
When
Think
they'll
they'll
tie the
elope?
knot.
Or do you think she wants a big wedding?
Speaking of,
I'd be shocked if his family's there to support.
This is just football talk. Did you see that Haley Steinfeld and Josh Allen are getting married next weekend?
Oh shit, no.
I saw a report that they moved their wedding up to next weekend.
Wow.
And now, listen, where did I see that report? Hold on.
TikTok?
It was a Twitter.
Give
it was
me a
tweet
second.
from her fan account.
Give me a second.
Was it poo crepe?
No.
I would love that.
You know what? That happens to me sometimes. I won't lie. Men's Journal.
Oh, okay.
1 second.
They wanted to do it before all the football stuff starts up again.
It says Buffalo Bills general manager Brandon Beane already has high expectations for the reported May 31st nuptials.
Oh.
He said hopefully there's good booze at the wedding. He joked on the Rich Eisen show on May 6th. But where did the report that it was May 31st come from?
Right.
I
Well,
don't know.
maybe it's just always been May 31st.
I just know that I saw that pop up somewhere, but this is in the Men's Journal that they're saying reported date of May 31st.
Yeah.
While the wedding date hasn't been officially announced by the couple, Buffalo Bills teammate Deion Dawkins reportedly revealed the date during a live interview in March.
Oh. So it's always been. So the rumor date has always been May 31st.
According
maybe.
to Bill's tackle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be beautiful. I feel
man.
like there's a bunch of weddings coming
Wait,
up.
this is you said
Oh,
May
this
31st.
is May 25th.
Yeah, May
I think Demi
25th.
Lovato's getting married this weekend as well.
Deion Dawkins said May 25th.
Oh, so maybe then that would make sense if they moved it up a weekend before.
But that's a Sunday.
But that's a Sunday. But Memorial Day's on Monday.
Yeah, it's a holiday. Yeah,
So could be on Sunday.
that happens often when it's
Yeah,
a holiday.
when there's a holiday, people
Yeah.
do it on Sunday. Oh, how exciting.
Oh, good for them.
Oh, yay.
That's exciting.
Woohoo. That's
Yeah.
more exciting than Bill
Well,
and Jordan.
certainly.
for
Well,
sure.
certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Moving on.
Can't believe they're gonna get married.
Jordan and Bill? Yeah. I can at this
Yeah,
point.
right,
At this
right,
rate,
right,
I don't even find it to
exactly.
be shocking.
Right.
They're moving at a rapid pace.
How fast do you think she'll legally change her name?
Oh my God.
Immediately?
Jordan Belichick?
Yeah.
I saw a tweet
Fast,
that was like, I
fast.
can't wait to watch this documentary in like 4 years.
Yeah.
It's going to be like a horror documentary.
Oh God. Oh goodness
Dateline
gracious.
episode.
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
It's like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm worried for Bill.
Well, I don't
You
know.
know,
Bill
yeah.
doesn't seem to be worried for himself.
Yeah.
He's kicking his feet in the air. She's
Yeah,
a mermaid.
seriously.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Moving
He's
on.
frolicking. Like,
Yeah, he's literally
He's
dancing
frolicking.
around like a little girl.
Yeah.
So there's a reason Memorial Day weekend feels like the unofficial start of Hot Girl Summer. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. With over $25 billion recovered for our 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people just like you and me. As supporters of the show and seeing how they are for the people, Morgan & Morgan is offering one lucky listener $2,000 and 4 tickets to see us live here in New York City on June 12th. Once again, Morgan & Morgan is offering one lucky listener $2,000 and 4 tickets to see us live here in New York City on June 12th. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan, and their fee is free unless they win. All you have to do is text the word CHICKS to For the People. That's CHICKS to 484-373-6753. That's CHICKS to 484-373-6753. Stassie Baby has a podcast now.
Podcast.
And which thoughts? You have thoughts on it?
her podcast?
On her having a podcast?
Good for her. I think it's just like, I actually think it's very interesting because it's kind of like the friend adjacent, like the Hollywood adjacent kind of voice, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would like
Like,
I would like
it's-
for them to include some like friend, celebrity thing,
Yeah.
some tidbits about that whole crew.
It reminds me a little kind of what like Tana and Brooke do in a way.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe that's kind of the world that they would live in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they have some of the craziest stories.
For sure.
It's like they're at all the events and they know all, like they hear all the stories.
Yeah, give us
I don't
something.
really think, I don't know if it's like spill the tea every single episode type of thing. But yeah.
she's spilling the tea about herself because she did reveal that she did get a BBL when she was younger. She regrets it now. Has had complications and she's going to go through another surgery and try to, because you can't be reversed. But I think, she's not pleased with the decision that she made, which is always good when someone like that speaks about it publicly so that younger girls can be like, oh no, maybe I shouldn't get this BBL I'm thinking about. And now listen, if you really want to do it, you go for it, but you got to be super confident in that decision because a lot of times people end up regretting the work that they had done. I mean, Kylie Jenner's talked about it in the past on...
It just should not be done that early in your life. They were so young.
Right, and like she's talked on the Kardashians that having a younger daughter, like she would be heartbroken to hear that her younger daughter wanted to change something about herself.
Totally confirmed that Kylie, they went to the same doctor.
Right,
sure,
it was like Stassie confirming that she had a BBL, confirmed that all the Kardashians has had BBLs, besides
certainly
Kendall.
Kylie.
Like, I don't think Kendall's had a BBL.
No. But
the rest of them...
Kylie for sure,
and maybe not Courtney.
Kylie and Stassie look like they had the same work done for sure.
1,000%.
But it was very interesting to hear her say it and just share that like it is a regret that she has and she wishes she didn't make that decision at such a young age and she knows like the impact of it now. She also said,
"Remember when my name was Stassie Baby?"
Yes, sure did. She acknowledged that she'd had the BBL, saying it's something she's actively been trying to fix for so long. She said of her 1-year-old niece, Sophia, she said, I don't want her to look at me and be like, I have to do all these things to fit this mold of what people think that women should look like. If there was anyone over the years that I've made feel that way, I really am sorry because I know what it feels like. And I hope that together we can come to this place and having this, open, honest place for us to work through these things and have that conversation, which, which is good. It's
actually hearing her be like, I'm really sorry, which, she doesn't have to apologize, but like that she does feel that way and being like, I know that there are girls who have looked at me and have been like, I want to look like Stassie Baby and have maybe change some things and like acknowledging that is a pretty big step in my opinion.
Yeah.
And, it is true. People have looked at Kylie and Stassie Baby and Father Kels and those group of girls and have been like, I want to.
How do I look like that? And it's like, it's impossible. You have to have a very expensive surgeon. And she's always kind of alluded.
A very expensive surgeon.
She's alluded to it before. And when she joked, like when she was on Call Her Daddy, she said she had moved things around.
Right, and we all know
which
what that
was
means.
Pretty much confirmation right there. But yes, to fully hear the words, I got the BBL.
Right.
It's like, yes, clearly.
Yeah. I mean, sitting on a BBL can't be comfortable.
I think there's a lot of things.
Because after you get it done, you can't sit on it. I'm saying, like, so after you get the BBL done, like, trying to sit on it and navigate it can't be comfortable.
I mean, I think there's a lot of things you probably don't realize
how do you go to the bathroom?
that you do in life. That
you
having
shit
an ass
with that thing?
that having an ass like that is not convenient.
But like, do you just have to squat for a while? Like,
No, but I
you
think
can't
having
put
a
the weight on it.
natural
Yeah.
ass like that is fine. I think it probably hurts because obviously people have natural
usually
asses like that.
full surgery,
But when you get full surgery on your ass, it probably hurts. Like when people get their boobs done and they knock into things and they're like, I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Maybe
Does
they
that
have to
happen with
sit
people?
on one of those like tube things when the people who like break their when you break your like tailbone and they have to like sit in those tubes because they can't sit
And
down
how do they
fully.
fly home?
So true.
You know what I mean?
Surgeons got to come to them.
Right. How are people flying home from getting their BBLs done without complications?
Right.
It can't be comfortable. It just can't be.
Noah's trying to
get
get
Alice
Olive
to
to
sit
sit
on the
next to
pillow.
him so badly.
She doesn't want to.
No, she's a girl's girl. Sorry. No, she would. That's a tight corner back there.
This is soft. If she sat on
she
this,
does.
If
would
she
feel
felt
it.
it,
If she
she'd want
tested it,
to.
she'd like it.
Yeah,
For
let her feel
sure.
it out over there. Oh, she's thinking about it now.
Yeah.
Number one video editor.
Buddha Ben gave me that shout out.
That's very nice.
Now we're all looking at her.
Damn.
Yeah. We got distracted. Anyways, last topic. Harry Styles is always, interacting with people on the street randomly.
Yeah.
And the stories always circle back. And he took a picture of this couple, very cute couple,
Yeah.
and told them he would DM it to them.
Yep.
And
Because it was like on like his film camera.
And he did. Promises were kept.
So good.
H. I love how he signs things H. That's so
And
classy.
the XX.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like months after too?
Yeah, I think it was.
It's like a couple months went by.
It was definitely enough time. I mean, he had to get the film developed.
Yeah. Right.
And,
Right.
It's
You're
not
right.
It's not a super quick process.
Mm-hmm. Thinking that he wrote their
yeah.
Instagram handle down and saved it in his notes app to remind himself that when he got the film developed, he'd have to go back and DM
Go back
them the
and
picture.
send it.
Like, and then
Thoughtful king.
and then you wake up and you have a DM from Harry Styles.
There's been such good content from him recently of just like random things of like him,
The Pope.
him going to see the new Pope. But this story really I loved. I talked to you about this. It was not on the podcast, but a girl also went viral on TikTok talking about how she sat next to him at a restaurant in Rome, and he was like so nice, and she was freaking out because like when she went up to like talk to him, and then when he left the restaurant, he like went out of his way to say goodbye, and she was just like so nice, so nice. And then she took his napkin.
And
drank his water.
yeah,
Which is just
took the cup, took the napkin, the fork, everything.
objectively very
All
funny
the
because
utensils.
it was quite. She like held it up. It was just a plain white like cloth napkin.
Yeah.
Wait,
But-
that was in Italy?
Yeah, it was in Rome.
So he's just living there, like full
I
time.
think he spends a lot of time there. Yeah, for sure. I assume he's working on music.
Wasn't that reported that he was working on something?
I thought so, and people were talking about this year like being a time for maybe some new music. But what a thoughtful guy! I mean, writing
Thoughtful
it down,
king.
sending it the scream, the heart attack. Really, I think in my heart, I think I'd literally have heart palpitations. That if I opened Instagram and it's just said Harry's like this open message from Harry Styles, one it being a photo.
Yeah.
You
right.
saying
You
photo?
send photo.
My
Harry
God.
Styles sent photo.
He's sending me a photo.
Right. What could
of
this be?
What?
Right. Your mind. You're like, what could this photo be?
You're thinking of all possibilities. All possibilities.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, shit,
Was this an accident?
I forgot he took a picture of me
Yeah.
and my boyfriend.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, right.
cute.
You open up as a picture of myself. And
And
then
they
you're also
looked-
thinking, oh my God, Harry Styles literally went and got this picture of me developed.
Mhm. And they looked so happy, the
It
couple.
was a great photo.
They were like, because probably they're like
I mean,
fucking
Harry's
cheesing because
behind
they're
the
like,
fucking
Harry's
camera.
behind
Yeah.
the camera and they're like, this is insane. Ah, so cute.
I wonder how often he gets recognized in Italy walking around.
Oh, it has to be all the time. But that's like kind of his thing is he is very sweet and everyone always says that. And the girl on the TikTok said it too. Is like they know that you can go and say hi to him and he'll, be sweet and chat. And everyone does try and ask him for a picture. And he's always like, oh, do you mind if we don't? Mm-hmm. And everyone, oh, of course.
Can that be on my 30 before 30? Run into Harry on the streets of Italy and just send me to Italy. I'll walk around.
Well, that's just like, that's
Find Harry Styles in
right,
Italy.
We don't know if you can do that, but we can. You know?
No, that would be really hard to check
It would
off.
be very hard. And, we want you to complete the list. We do.
Oh man!
All right.
But no, really, like that's such a good one. I'd get a whole shrine, right? Like the picture, you got to frame the DM,
The DM with
you gotta
it, underneath.
every element of it, yeah,
all of it.
Oh gosh,
And hang it in your home.
what a guy!
Right
what
in
a
the dining
guy!
room. What a
guy!
All right, that wraps up the topics. It is officially Truly season. Summer is here, which means it's finally the return of the Truly Pool Party Pack. Everyone's favorite summer drink lineup is back with 4 refreshing limited edition flavors. We got the Peach Plunge, Strawberry, Kiwi Splash, Blood Orange Bliss, and Red, White, and True. My favorite one is Kiwi Splash. I love kiwi flavors, and Kiwi Splash is absolutely delicious, especially for the summer season. It's perfect for the pool, the party, and everything in between. Maybe it's a pool party combined. Maybe there's no pool there and you're just sitting in your backyard. Whatever it is, Truly is the most refreshing seltzer. So you can find Truly Hard Seltzer in the new limited time only pool party pack at a store near you or located at trulyhardseltzer.com. Welcome back to the Pop Corner, where we are taking your voicemails, your hot takes, your pop culture opinions, advice about your life. Let's get into it. Noah, start us off with the first voicemail.
Hi, Rhea, Fran, and Noah. My name is Taylor. I'm calling from San Diego. I can't wait for you guys to all move here. My long-standing question is Corey Gamble. Why is he still around? How is he still around? I never understood it. Kris Jenner can do so much better than Corey Gamble. the kids don't like Corey Gamble. He's like their age. He's weird. Like, what is it with him? What does he know? I never understood it. I feel like all of the Kardashian Jenner girls pick cheap men. Like, they are worth so much more than the men that they
she call him cheap.
associate with.
It's like, we don't really know much about Corey.
I just don't understand. They need to pick better people to be with. But Corey Gamble, I never understood it. Yeah, he's got to know something. Love you. Love.
I love that.
All of you. Love your show. Thank you so much.
He's got to know something. I mean, I think he probably does, for sure.
He probably does, but I feel like
he's always treated Chris really well.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
at least from what we've seen.
Like, saying that she can do better than Corey, it's like, well, we don't know how he treats Chris.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, maybe he treats Chris.
I always think of that scene.
I feel like the girls,
Scott Disick thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like the girls have come around to him. Like, I know there was some tension at the beginning, but I feel like he really is just always around, and that's like kind of like he knows his role, which is I think why Chris likes him.
And the question
like,
of like,
a little
why is he still
submissive.
around? It's like, well, because he's dating Chris.
Yeah,
you know.
Like, I think like at this point he takes on whatever role Chris wants him to take on.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, talking about getting work done, whatever Chris has done recently, just going to Lindsay Lohan's face person or something.
Yeah,
she looks 20 years younger.
Yes,
see her walking around France,
and her hair is different.
I was blown away.
Uh-huh.
She did
something for sure.
Something,
no, for sure, definitely.
Where I was like, okay, I don't know. It's like, whoop.
Yeah,
everything
got pushed back. Yes, I agree. I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion on this Corey Gamble thing because I feel like
I don't either. I feel like he's finagled his way in to be like he's just in now.
Yeah, and I feel like
once you're in, you're in.
I feel like we don't know much about him to just like start saying like he's bad for Chris.
Yeah.
Chris seems to like him.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I know that there was a couple of weird fights that we witnessed on the Kardashians with him and Scott, maybe, or like.
And I do think he's like I do think he loves the fame and the opportunity and the spotlight, but he can also love those things. And I mean, so I think so does Chris. You know, like it's
Chris does,
you know,
too.
so
yeah, when
they're all on the same page about it, I feel like it's fine. But I feel like if there's an event, half the time Corey is there, no matter what. Basketball game, Corey's there. Mm-hmm. A lot of times Corey's with the girls, Chris isn't even there, you know?
Yeah.
So he must be in with the group enough where they're all like okay with it, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Hi, Rhea and Fran and Noah. It's Armina from Buffalo. I have a quick thought, and I want your guys' opinion on this because I know you guys love the traders. So I was just happening to just peruse through Kyle Cook's Instagram, and on his bio, it says #TheTradersUS. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, obviously, Kyle can't be that stupid to have the traders hashtag on his bio, but it got me thinking, would he be on the traders?
Would
somebody from Summer House be on the
Kyle
traders?
was on the traders. He was on the first season.
Literally on the first season of the traders.
Oh, he was?
Yeah, Kyle was on the first
season.
Let's just skip this. Well, no, keep it so she knows. Keep it so she knows that he was in the first season of Traders.
Yep.
Before people jumped on the Traders bandwagon, Kyle was the first one. He was on Traders first season.
He was on season 1 of the Traders US.
Right.
So that is why the hashtag is in his bio. I do think other people from Summer House could be on the Traders as well. But Kyle was the first one to do it.
Yeah, he was.
How'd he do?
I didn't watch the first season.
I didn't watch
Traders. I just know that he was in the first season.
I think he did pretty well. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Kyle's got to be pissed.
I never watched the first season.
That like things picked up for the Traders after the first season.
Yeah. Well,
so much so that she didn't even know.
He probably takes credit for why.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That is true. All right, moving on. Wow, I feel bad, but I also feel
Hi,
like we
real
broke
friend
news.
Noah. I love your podcast. My name's Abby. I'm from Maryland. And my kind of pop culture hot take / question is what you guys think Taylor Swift is doing next. So obviously there's this big rumor about her coming to the AMAs and possibly announcing something there. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think she's going to announce Reputation, Taylor's version, Taylor Swift, Taylor's version, a new album? Is she not going to show up? I don't know what to believe. My friends really seem to think that she's going to release debut before Reputation, but I'm not sure. I'm completely convinced. And I don't even really know if she's actually going to show up to the AMAs, considering she's been kind of in hiding these last few months, and seems like she might continue that for a while. So I just wanted to ask, I just wanted to ask what you guys think. I love your podcast. Bye.
Well, that was very sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
I actually lean towards no announcement at the AMAs. Maybe she's there, or I could also see her not going at all. But I do kind of think Reputation.
Well,
and they did just put out a song in Handmaid's Tale.
yeah, I was just gonna read that.
Yeah.
That, she did debut a new snippet of "Look What You Made Me Do," Taylor's version in the episode of
I
Handmaid's
did
Tale.
have people message me though that was already debuted in the Patriots documentary. That like same snippet. This wasn't
Look What
new.
You Made Me Do.
Yeah, like that. This wasn't anything new. This has already been out.
I
there.
don't know. Can't say I watched
Yeah.
the Patriots documentary
Yeah, but
if
I thought that
remember
was news when that happened.
I mean, people have been geeking out all over TikTok and all the Taylor Swift fans of that. This was like a new debut in The Handmaid's Tale. So,
No, I
don't
did
know.
see something like that though as well.
yeah.
That somewhere they said that
If it was
there was a snippet.
Was the same used again?
As far as Reputation is concerned, the musician has only given out a few breadcrumbs so far. In March 2024, she shared a brief snippet of the revamped "Look What You Made Me Do" in an episode of Apple TV's The Dynasty New England Patriots. Just a few months after the track was featured in a teaser for Prime Video's Wilderness. So
it's
she's just been like
So it's
putting
been
out
used a lot.
snippets. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been used multiple times now. So maybe the more it's used, the more she's hinting at that's the next thing that's coming. Could be. Could
Or-
very well be.
She's throwing you off.
Yeah, always, right? Doesn't want to be too obvious about it.
That's also true.
Could be the case. I would lean towards Reputation though, as just a guess.
I think so too.
Because it would be kind of
But I don't know if
poetic
that's
to
the
end
obvious
with
choice.
debut
The
being
debut,
the
yeah.
last one.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm also just kind of rooting for it to be Reputation, just personally,
Yeah, I agree with
just
that.
like
Me too.
for the new songs.
Agreed. All right, moving on.
Hi, Rhea, Fran, Noah, and Olive. Most importantly, Olive. My name's
Oh,
Katie.
shout
I'm
out.
from Detroit, and my question is about when you go to the gym and you're in the locker room, are you changing just out in the open, or are you going into a bathroom stall? Personally, I go into a bathroom stall, but most people, I feel like, just change out in the open, and I'm just curious for your take on it. And also, I guess, kind of the same question, if there's a sauna at your gym, are we going into the sauna butt naked, or are we wearing our gym clothes? Like, what's the deal? I haven't opened that door because I'm just too scared. Okay,
Literally
thanks,
open
bye.
the door.
Yeah.
Literally open the door. I don't care about changing out in the open. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm an out in the open changer. I show up already dressed for the gym
I don't
and
do
leave.
too much at the gym locker room in general.
No,
you know?
because I just show up and leave in the same
Yeah.
clothes.
And I'm close. Like I don't shower really. Like I'll go.
Yeah,
home.
no, I go home to shower.
But like, I don't blink an eye when somebody else is doing it.
No.
It's like, and
but
also
we're very open about that, like
Yeah, that's
changing in
true.
front of people and things, and some people aren't. And
yeah,
I
it's
respect
your
that.
personal preference.
Yeah, it is a
That's
personal
why you have the
preference.
choice. But like, yeah, if it's something, if like seeing other people change, then yeah, maybe you're a little self-conscious about it. Like in the sense of there are going to be other people changing,
Right.
probably.
But I don't think it's weird to go
No.
into the stall.
No,
I think
not at all.
It's there for a reason.
Exactly.
And
It's
it is
really
an
your
option.
really your
Personal
preference.
yeah.
Yeah. And for like the if I'm not going into saunas often, but if I was like in a towel, like I would take everything off and go in and just use a towel and like use a towel. I'm not going in butt naked.
I have gone into saunas in my gym clothes,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but once again, personal preference.
Yeah.
But I'm not choosing to go in butt naked.
No.
So it would either be a towel or my own gym clothes.
Right. I think there's something different about being in the sauna butt naked because you're like sitting in there and like relaxing. And then like if you're just changing, it's a quick moment.
For sure.
So,
For sure.
but yeah, I guess that is possible too. Some people just want to feel it all.
They do.
They don't want to have their clothes constricting them in the sauna.
And I pass no judgment. However anybody wants to sit in there or do their thing, but really it's up to you, and you shouldn't feel embarrassed or ashamed or weird about it, whichever way you prefer. It's really your own thing.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody can get strong at Planet Fitness. Their high-value membership that supports any fitness journey starts as low as $15 a month. There are over 2,700 club locations, with most clubs open 24 hours. They have their best-in-class equipment. They have the same high-quality equipment as other more expensive gyms. You can get a full workout, strength training, cardio, stretching. Plus, they have brand new plate-loaded machines, hack squats, supine benches, and calf raises. Their staff is friendly and welcoming. You can get unlimited free fitness training. Whatever a part of your fitness journey you're on right now, so many great options. Maybe you're just getting back into it. You can start it easy, or you can go in great for strength training, lifting weights, cardio, running on the treadmill, whatever you want to do. It's great. It's easy. You can get in there, have fun, and stay on your fitness journey. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 years old to enroll, or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian.
Hey, Brie and Fran. This is Nicole from Seattle. Love the pod. Been listening for years.
Appreciate that.
I was talking with my little sister yesterday in the car, and we were talking about the anticipation of the upcoming Love Island season, and how previously Rob had been a bombshell, and then on this most recent season was on the main cast. And we were just wondering your takes on who you would like to see back on this coming season of Love Island, whether it be a bombshell being on the main cast or someone from the main cast coming back. I was saying I could see Nicole, Andrea, or potentially Daniela coming back, but do you guys have any thoughts of who you would like to see, or maybe even who you don't want to see? Anyways, let us know. Have a great day, and we'll keep listening faithfully.
Thank you. I think, they're bound to
remember all their names.
Yeah, they're bound to bring people back because they have done in previous seasons. I think with this cast specifically, they need to be a little careful because you don't want. Yeah, they have big shoes to fill, and you kind of want them to have their own season. Like,
agreed.
I am keeping my mind and my brain completely open to this new cast. I'm passing no judgment on them before watching the show and comparing them to the last cast. You got to just let them do their thing and be open to it. If somebody comes in, fine. If nobody comes in, great. Like, I am not like, oh my God, I'm dying to see this person.
I'm anti. I really don't think they should do it at all. And I think that I agree with you. Like, they need this season to be its own season. I think it worked with Rob before because it just wasn't really popping off the same way.
Like, nobody was dying over Rob the season before.
Exactly.
So it was easy to bring him back.
So I feel like at this point it's they had it. They don't really need to continue it. I think it could muddy it a little bit if they do bring in somebody else and then they start talking about the previous season too much on the new season.
Because then they're like, oh shit, that's Daniela from season 6. Yeah. And then it becomes a bigger thing, which they do often, but I think because of the size of last season, they should probably avoid it.
Exactly. And I think that last season was so huge that I can only imagine that casting, they probably got so many people wanting to go on this show that they have enough of a pool that they don't need to dip into the past season.
Let's keep it open. And now that we have Life Outside the Villa, it's we don't need to bring back the cast of season 6 because we have a separate show coming with them.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's we can keep it separate.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more.
Hi, Ria and Fran. My name is Lisa. I'm a big fan. I've seen it going around that a lot of podcasts are writing books. I know Gilly Squad just wrote a book. I know Lady Gang wrote a book. So I was just wondering if you guys are ever interested in writing a book and what will your book be about. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
Oh, God. Never say never.
Yeah, I wouldn't say never.
Never say never.
But I would think it would be way later on where we can spill stories about guests and behind the scenes and a behind the scenes funny Barstool stories and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Where that would be, I think, the angle, because like I've mentioned this multiple times before. I used to keep a journal of everything of my days at Barstool, and I lost that journal, which is very upsetting to me because I had some good stories in there from the early days. And I do remember them though. So, but obviously not every single day, but I remember the important ones and the big ones and the funny ones that happened. So for me personally, I think if we were to write a book, it would be like more like behind the scenes type shit.
Yeah, I don't really know. No, it's true. I actually like don't really know what direction it would go in the sense of like if it was a book by like the both of us. Like it's kind of like we have sort of different stories too. So I'm not sure. I don't remember that much stuff to be able to write
remember
a book,
everything,
to be honest.
And
it's my tough. Like I think I would do better writing like for like something from just I don't know, like the failing upward type scenario of like college and transitioning away from that. But even that is like I don't like
it's a chapter or two.
Yeah, and
Do you
it's
feel like it's too early? Like,
and it's just
there's
a different
so much unwritten.
No, I think it's too early. I think this would be way later on.
And a lot of like those that's different because it's more memoir style when like a lot of podcasts like the style of their books is more like funny, laugh, they're they're how-tos, and they are, of course, there are a lot of personal stories in them, but then it's just kind of like funny life things as well.
And there's a lot of like advice books out there and stuff, and it's like you'd want it to be different than that. Like you don't want to regurgitate like a lot of like, those type things. I would lean more towards like a behind the scenes tell all years from now.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Not necessarily in a bad way. Like I'm not meaning bad. Like I just mean like
no, you're not like breaking any contracts.
No, not like that. Just like these are funny stories or experiences we've had with these celebrities or influencers or whatever that we know that aren't going to necessarily, it's not going to hurt anybody, but they're funny.
Right. No, for sure.
So, yeah. But not now. It's too early. The rest is still unwritten,
Yeah.
It's too early. All right. That wraps up today's Pop Corner. Keep calling in, leaving your voicemails, questions, hot takes, whatever you want to talk about. We love hearing from you guys and love hearing your beautiful, cute little voices. So please keep calling in. We love you guys. All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks of the Office, aka the best show on earth. We love you guys so very much. Reminder, those tickets are still on sale for our upcoming tour. Check that out. We're announcing guests slowly. We're doing a slow rollout of the guests, so keep an eye out for your city. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you on Friday.